In this video, I want to show you guys how to create listing paperwork and send that paperwork to be signed by your seller. So we're going to jump into SkySLope here. When you log into SkySLope, you're going to start out at the homepage here. I want to reiterate, like in all my videos, we do not use create listing. We do not use the create listing function or the create transaction function until we are actually have a listing active or until we have a transaction under contract. So if we're just doing paperwork, if we're just sending signatures, then we do all that in the forms section. So you go up to apps, you click forms, and now we can actually create a file for our client and create paperwork, edit paperwork, and get signatures. So we're going to create a file. We're going to say it's a seller. It is a Sellerton. The property address, we're going to say it is 123 Main Street, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So again, when we name our file, I always call it address dash seller and then the seller's last name. So in this instance, Sellerton. So and this is where we created a template already, right? So I'm going to grab that template that I already created, which is a listing template, and then we're going to create this file. So now the file has these items in it. It's got the net to seller, the property condition disclosures, the lead-based paint, the disclosure of brokerage duties, and the listing agreement. So if this is a special property, maybe it needs a single family addendum, or it needs an exemption instead of a disclosure, something like that. All you got to do is come in and add forms and go find whatever that document is you need, right? If maybe it's an exemption, you can grab it here. Or if it's built after 1978, just don't select the lead-based paint form. So whatever, this template just kind of grabs the ones that you're going to always most likely need. And then you can go in and edit these documents however you want. If you want to upload a random document, add an extra document from OREC or whatever, or exclude one. So let's say this is built before 1978. I need the lead-based paint. I need all these items. We're going to go to fill and send. So a lot of this stuff is pre-filled from some of the information I already got, but you can kind of go in here and you can say, we're going to list it 200. We're going to start on Sunday. It's going to go until, call it September. I'm going to charge 3%. It's going to be a $300 transaction fee. We zero those out. I am going to give myself permission, and I do have authorization to disclose, no residential service agreement, not a flood hazard. If you want to do a day-to-day agreement, you can say, you can do that here in the additional conditions. So agreement is day-to-day and seller can cancel at any time. So even though we put an expiration date up here, this is when it will naturally expire on September 30th, but the seller has the ability to cancel anytime because it's day-to-day. Then we'll sell EXP, put all this information in, blah, blah, blah. We can fill out anything else on here we might need. But this is really for them to kind of go through and fill out the disclosure. We can pre-fill these in the prepare signature section. But anything else you want to edit here, you can kind of go through here. The net to seller, you can edit through here as well. So we'll say, what is it, 200. We got 3%. So that's going to be 6,000 plus $300 fee. We'll say it's, I'm making these up. Sorry, just kind of making stuff up. There we go. So you can kind of see it adds up that net. So if we sell it for 200,000, they pay 3% commission. All these normal fees, they'll have about 75 in total selling costs. So they'll net 192,425. So I filled out all the information that I need. You can see in the disclosures, all these boxes are already here for them to go fill. So I'm just going to create signatures. I forgot to put Seller Sellerton's email in when I created his file. So you'll put the email here. It should already be here if you already input it, but we'll put that here. He needs to sign. You will have no actions. If there's two sellers, maybe spouse or mom, dad, whatever it might be, you'll see the other person's name here as well, and they'll both need to sign. And then we'll hit next. And this is where we're going to add signatures. So SkySLope should know where the signatures need to go. You can see it's already put it here. It gives, if it's orange, you can see in the top left, Seller Sellerton is orange. So everything in orange means Seller Sellerton has the ability to go edit it or sign it. So Seller Sellerton can go through here and click all these things already. If you use other softwares like Dotloop, you have to give them permission to fill and sign. Here, they already have that permission. Now I can change it. Like if I don't want them to have permissions to do this, I can change it to someone else or remove it. But here it already gives them that permission. So now all you have to do is click send. You can update your email line. You know, this can be listing paperwork, whatever you want to call it. You know, please complete the paperwork. Whatever you want to say to them. This is what will show up in their message. So we're going to click send for signatures. Now you can see I'm in my envelope. Remember we talked earlier, an envelope is a request for signatures. So a file is documents for a person, and an envelope is a request for signatures. So you might have multiple envelopes per file because you've asked for different signatures on different documents. So you can see the status is sent 1 minute ago. So I'm going to go over to my email here. I'm going to refresh, and here you go. You can see Brett Krager sent me listing paperwork. Brett Krager's requested your signatures. Please complete the paperwork. So this is what your seller sees. So the seller's going to click get started. They're going to say I agree. They're going to hit start, and then it's going to walk them through. So I need to sign the agreement. I'm going to pick this signature. I'm going to sign the disclosure. I'm going to say I don't have any knowledge. I have no proof of it. I'm going to sign that. I am occupying the property. And now I just get to pick sprinkler system working. Okay, I just went through there real quick and just kind of filled it out. So you can see the seller is going to see that thanks for the autograph, document complete. And so when I go back to SkySLope, you'll see, bam, now it's completed. So now I can take this envelope, I can come in here and I can download the PDF or keep it in here. I really don't need it if it's a listing. I'll just have it in here ready if I ever need it, but I can download it if I need it. And then now I'm ready. I've got all the paperwork signed, and now whenever I'm ready to put the listing, I've got all my paperwork signed. Now when I'm ready to create the listing, I can use that envelope and that file that I created and create a listing in SkySLope. And I'll show you guys how to do that in another video.